Oh my god, this is so exciting. I'm doing my very first video today, and it's just crazy. Like, I have been wanting to do this for such a long time, and it's just been like one thing or another has kept me from doing it, and now I'm just like, no, Michaela, you're gonna do it, and it's gonna be great, and you're gonna not worry about it. So, I was freaking out for a while because I was like, I don't know what video to do first. Like, your very first video, it's kind of an important thing, you know what I mean? So you're like, do I do like a bookshelf tour first? And then I was watching one of the booktubers that I like to watch. I was looking at her first video, and she did the BookTube Newbie tag first. And I was like, that's perfect. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, the BookTube Newbie tag. So let's get started. Okay, first question. Why did you start this channel? That's an interesting question. Well, I mean, I love books. It's like the whole point of BookTube, right? You know? So like, I feel the need to rant about the books that I read a lot. And the people around me in my life, they generally, like, they read sometimes. Like, my mom, she reads occasionally, and if I really think a book is, like, spectacular, then she might pick it up and read it. But, like, generally, people in my life, when I start to, like, rant about a book, they generally get kind of irritated with me because I tend to ramble. I tend to get really excited about what I'm reading and really, like, passionate about it. So it's like, they get kind of annoyed because they don't understand what I'm talking about. They're just like, you're crazy! Stop! So that's why I'm doing this, so I can get all my emotions out so they don't have to deal with it anymore. Okay, second question is, what are some fun and unique things you think you can bring to BookTube? That is a good question. I don't know. I'm a weirdo. So, you know, I can't always predict, like, what's gonna come out of my mouth or this brain. So, it's gonna be an interesting ride, it really is, because sometimes things just pop in there, and I'm like, why don't I just say that out loud? And it's not always a good idea. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Yeah. Drop my papers. Okay. Question number 3. What are you most excited about for this channel? I'd say meeting other people who love to read as much as I do, because like I said, people around me in my life, like, they like to read, but they don't love to read like I do. And like I said, I love talking about books that I read. I love fangirling about books that I read. Oh my gosh, my parents get so mad, but it's like, but I need to. It's who I am. Please just let me live. So that's one of the things I'm most excited about. Being around people who understand, you know what I mean? I need to be around people who get me, because otherwise, you understand how frustrating life is for me sometimes. I bet you do. I bet someone out there understands my problems. Hopefully. Question number 4. Why do you love to read? This is a question that, like, when I hear it, I'm like, is there a way to pinpoint exactly one thing about reading that makes you love reading? It's such a wide, like, question, you know what I mean? If I had to, like, pick one, if I had to kind of sum it up, I would say, it's an imaginative outlet, you know what I mean? Like, the world that we live in is so kind of black and white that it's kind of hard sometimes to be creative, I think, because the world is so, you have to live like this, you have to think this way, you know? But when you read, you get to basically, essentially, travel to somewhere where it's not black and white. It's kind of like a gray area for reading. You get to do whatever you want, and there's no one there to tell you can't. And there's no one there to tell you, like, that's not right. There's no magic in this world. There's no such thing as dragons. There's no such thing as fairies. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's just beautiful how people get to express themselves in that way, I think. Question number 4. No. Number 5. Number 5. Okay. What book series got you into reading? This is so hard because I myself personally have been reading forever. Like, I cannot think of a time when I didn't love to read. The very first book series I ever read when I was probably in 2nd or 3rd grade. First book series I remember is the Magic Treehouse series. Can't remember who it's by, but it's by someone, so if anyone knows that, comment down below so I don't feel stupid anymore. The second book series that I read and loved when I was little was the Ali Finkel series, and that one's by Meg Cabot. I know that. I loved them. I loved the magic of Magic Treehouse. And Ali Finkel, I feel like a lot of people have read that when they were little. That was like pretty like standard for people, I think. It had just come out when I was, I think, in like 4th or 5th grade. My mom got it for me at the book fair, and I just loved it. Like, a book came out every year, I think, at the book fair. Favorite thing, to go run in there into the library at our school and hunt for the new Ali Finkel book. I loved it so much. And then the other one, there are 3. The other one is the Nancy Drew series. I have a stack, I think like this big, of just those yellow spine Nancy Drew books. Loved them, and it was great. But as I got older, I think that my favorite book series that kind of got me into like the YA genre were, the Maximum Ride series by James Patterson. That was my favorite book series for a really long time. Still love it to death, but I just haven't read it. I need to reread it. I really do. I know the movie just came out, but I haven't watched it yet. I'm afraid to. I'm really seriously afraid to watch it because I just feel like hopefully they didn't screw it up, but maybe they did. I'm terrified. The second book series is definitely Percy Jackson. Definitely Percy Jackson. That was great too. We had a book club in middle school, and we read The Lightning Thief for our first book in our book club. And I had never, like, I'd heard of it before, and there was a movie out already. I just never read it. And it was one of those, like, it was one of those really popular, I wouldn't want to say overhyped, because it was very good. It was not overhyped, but it deserved all the hype. I finally got to read it, and I don't know what was wrong with me. I think I just got out of reading for a while. Anyway, like, we were gonna read it together. I remember I took it home that night. We were only supposed to read it up to like chapter like 3 to 5 or something like that, and I read the whole book. I binge read the whole freaking thing, and I brought it back to school, and I was like, guys, you don't understand, this book is so good. Everyone was like, we know, we've already read it. Have you never read this book before? I was like, oh my god, okay. Alright. It was an amazing, it must have been one of the first books that I had that I had read in a while, because it was just so amazing to me. And then I proceeded to binge read the rest of the series, and then I bought the box set, so that was a thing. Anyway, but it was great because it was a great book series. I mean, who doesn't love Percy Jackson? It's amazing! And then the next one is, oh yeah, okay, I can't believe I forgot this. This was supposed to be in the book series that I read when I was younger, and I just completely forgot. The Door Within series. There's 3 books, it's a trilogy, and it's really, really good. It's a book that my teacher actually read to the class, and then the year ended, she never got to finish it, so I was like, I need to know the ending! So I was like, Mom, buy this book for me! She ended up loving the books too. I ended up buying the next 2 books, and we read those together too. They're really, really good. I need to reread them again. They're amazing. I have spent way too much time on that particular question. Number 6. Is that right? Number 6? Yes. Yes! Number 6. What question would you ask your favorite booktuber? I don't know what I would ask them. It could be super generic and be like, what's your most memorable moment as a booktuber? I feel like that's really basic and just not creative at all. So let me think. Oh, okay. What do you guys use to edit your videos? Because right now I'm gonna end up using iMovie on my Mac. This is my very first time like doing anything like this, so I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. I'm just gonna use the one that's on my laptop because I don't know what a good program is or anything like that, so I'm making do! That would be the question that I would ask them, because I see a lot of the booktubers that I watch do really cool things in editing, little blurby things on the screens. I just don't know how to do that, so I apologize if this episode What was I saying? I apologize if this video is like badly edited because of the program that I'm using. I have no idea if it's a good program, but it's all I got, so I'm making do, like I said. Number 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Probably getting comfortable on camera. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to be an awkward mess, but it's kind of like just talking to like a best friend or something. Maybe I am coming off like an awkward mess. I have no idea. I'm not even gonna watch this back. Like, obviously I'm going to have to edit it, but cringe. Maybe like dealing with haters if there are any. I don't know. I know the like internet's full of haters, but I don't know if I'm gonna encounter any. Probably, more than likely, all the time. Having people not like my opinion, that might be a big one. because not everyone's gonna like the same books, and not everyone likes the same genre. So me giving my opinion out there and somebody not liking it and saying that I'm a horrible person for saying that about the book, for not liking this book because it's amazing and they loved it, that's great. I love that people like different books. I hope that doesn't play a big part in my channel. You know what I mean. I think you know what I mean. Maybe comparing myself to other booktubers. I see other booktubers who have like made it. You know what I mean? Comparing myself to them and being like, I want to do what they're doing, but I'm not good enough. Just comparing myself to them. I need to be my own person and my own booktuber and be unique in what I do, and instead of trying to be them. But that's always hard because obviously starting BookTube, like I watched them, they inspired me to want to do the same thing. But I don't want to be completely inspired by them and copying them is like what I'm saying. I don't want to copy anyone. I want to be original and new, even though I took this book tag from someone. I'm borrowing it, I promise, and I'm gonna give her a shout out at the end of this video so no one can say I stole it, okay? No one can say that! Oh, I thought of one. Having people mispronounce my name. My name is spelled M-A-H-A-L-A, and it's said Mahala. And throughout my entire life, people have called me Mahala, Michaela, Mackenzie, I don't know. They put C's and K's in my name and I'm like, there's nothing there like that. No, no. I'm used to it. People calling me Mahala most of the time and then asking me if I'm Hawaiian. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm really not though. So, I mean, that's basically the book tag. I don't really know what else to say at this point. If you're wondering why I keep like reaching up like this, it's because I'm recording on my laptop right now and it keeps wanting to go to sleep. So I have to keep waking it up. I'm sorry. Okay, the person that I got this book tag from is a YouTube channel, NayaReadsandSmiles. She's awesome. I watch her videos. I started watching her videos like almost a week ago, I think. Got the BookTube, her first video, and it just was a really good idea. I don't know if it's her, like if she created it or what, but that's who I got it from, and I said, I think I commented on that video and said that if I end up making a video, I would shout her out in it just so that people would know that that's where I got it from or something. I feel like that's the right thing to do. So anyway, that's what I did. So thank you guys all so much for watching. I had a blast doing this. This video was a lot longer than I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be around 5 minutes, but I love to rant and ramble. Like, my goodness. Anyway, I hope that I'll be getting more videos out really soon. Hopefully, the next time I record it will be on my phone because my phone has way better quality, and hopefully I'll have some kind of like, I don't know, something better because I don't know how this is going to turn out. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!